What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Buch'd Up Stables. We're gonna go meet the crew and get today's tasks underway. Let's get to it. Oh, Jake's been working on the railroad all the live long day.
Toot toot. Howdy, bud.
Are you having fun?
Oh, you know, I'm just making sure the ground's good. Nate's gonna be here at some point. We'll figure out what everyone's up to today.
You
but
mean right
mainly,
now? Because there he is on a horse.
This man has a habit of taking expensive items out for a ride.
It's cheaper to take this out than pay for the gas, okay?
What do you mean? We gotta feed that thing.
Cheaper?
Exactly. We already
Oh,
have
man.
to pay for the feed.
The horse looked right at me when I said that. It was just like, hey,
He
You
likes
listen
food,
here.
okay?
you
He
listen
likes
here.
me. He's
You
like
listen.
me. He likes food. Who gonna get the food? You or you? You?
Who got the food? Do you got
Who
food?
got the food? You got food? You got food?
Here's a nice carrot. Now shut up and go away.
Boys, today what we got to do is get ground ready for our crops to sustain the horses. We need to get equipment, of course, for all of that. We need to complete building a grass track in here and deciding what the rest of that land will be used for. General take care of the horses stuff.
I crunched the numbers on if we were to start working with hay equipment. It's steep, but we can
Yeah.
finance some and pay for the rest ourselves. It's 85 grand if we want to get everything that we need to run a full-blown hay operation. The only thing is that we might need to buy some pallet forks or bale spikes for that telehandler.
Are we ever going to
Yeah.
get into like making oats or wheat or anything like that?
We should at some point. How much is the feed costing us to buy? That's my curiosity. Like, how much are we actually running monthly?
Got a trailer full of oats right now. It's about 20, 30, depending on the grain prices.
I don't know. We'll decide on that. Where do we want to get started?
If we want to get hay going, if you guys are going to build a grass track on the inside, I can get started with the mowing, but I need to get the money to do all that work.
Can I say how I love the horse so you're bound and say like, yes, I agree.
You are a partner in this, aren't you?
You do not get a say.
I want to say,
You don't get it.
God
You
dang
don't
it.
get a say. You do not get a say in this. Oh, are you going to backtalk me? Is that what this is all about?
Okay, we found my
I would
favorite
like
horse.
to name this
I'm
horse
keeping
White Yagami.
I'll head down to the banks. Or are we getting $100,000 what we need from Barney?
Yeah, 100K sound good, Nate?
That sounds good for me.
All right,
Okay.
see you boys in a
All
bit.
approved.
If you guys are indeed fans of the Buch'd Up Stables series and you'd like to see us do more, be sure to head down below, smash that like button, and if you want to stay up to date with us, be sure to click that subscribe button and also tap the bell. We got Karens pulling out in front of us, road signs to driveways that hardly even exist, and a barge. I don't really know, I'm just kind of going off what I see right now. Surprisingly, this farm is not in debt at all. But after some sweet talking, now we are. Heading into the store, I got a couple things budgeted out between used and new equipment. We got tedder rakes, rakes, the baler, a mower, smaller square baler, and a set of bale spikes. Hey, did we ever decide where we wanted to put this stuff?
I don't think we really cared, just as long as we knew where we put it.
I think we'll probably put it across the road because that's kind of where all the other stuff was. This is more maintenance area.
Sounds good.
We do have a couple loads, so if you wanted to take a truck down and bring something home, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I need something to do. I was just trying to get rid of that bush patch we had there.
That's
There's
true.
too much bush for me.
Too much bush.
Too much bush.
Gotta trim the bush. Got it.
Yep.
Hey, Buck, I don't think you go through the water like that.
I missed the corner. This thing doesn't have very good brakes.
Oh, no, but whatever's beeping, that can stop beeping by now.
Beep, beep, beep.
No, every so many minutes, I hear like a beep in this game.
Maybe it's just you being annoying. That's your annoyalator.
What is this beep from?
Are you by any chance almost out of fuel?
Oh. Never mind, figured out what the beep was.
Hey, you gotta put go-go juice in the vehicle you're driving.
But there is go-go juice.
Just a thought. You might want to refuel it.
That's a lot of work.
Like fixing your truck in the old hay farm? No, fixing your tractor.
I just choose not to, thank you very much.
I know you don't. $34,000 later. Bro's one tractor to fix costs more than my entire fleet.
How am I going to get this from ha to ha?
With no fuel?
And my truck has fuel, but I'm trying to figure out how we get something attached to a 3-point linkage on top of my trailer. Buck, are
Hey.
you bringing something?
I am. Yeah.
Are you bringing the thing that has that we put the forks on?
Does this help you?
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Oh, I specifically brought this. There's a reason I went back at home and I didn't have my truck.
We need to take this from here to now.
Can I? Why?
Yeah, yeah, and yeah.
But I have the 3-point on the back.
but we have 3 things that we need to take. If you load the mower and the other thing on the back of here, you can take the other thing.
This is
and
true.
we have everything all at one time.
I am a professional loader operator thing.
Oh, I'm going to tip.
All right, bye-bye now.
I wouldn't go that far from me. I have a feeling that this thing's going to tip.
Well, not like you could go faster than me anyway. Yeah, I
Fair
dare
enough.
you to try and pass me. There's a postal truck. That mailman's gonna mess you up. You're clear if you want to try and go around. That looks so stupid. This trailer is a nightmare to back in with this thing because the trailer axles pivot as well as the front.
Hey boys,
Come
I
on.
got a rough layout of the place done up here for the
Oh, did you
interior
now?
track. Yeah.
Is it ready for me to start mowing?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Do I need to bring the post hole diggers and start building a fence?
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna need to put a, how to say, just one of those little. safety
Don't forget to add a new mower to that list of what we need.
We're not gonna talk about it, all right?
He just pulls it off the trailer. Buck,
What?
quit breaking our good stuff.
And you haven't done it? Dude, you're riding our only asset that's partially gonna make us money outside this farm on the highway. I do not want to hear it.
We're not riding on the highway.
There's no horses
Where?
on the highway.
They're
When
expensive.
did I ride a horse on the highway?
Let's
Show
check
me.
back. First episode. Jake, can we roll the tape?
Roll the tape. Boys, not to be a stickler, but them horses are an expensive asset. No riding on the highway, Nate. We have a
Why?
track for a reason. Because they're expensive. And we're liable when they get hit on the freaking highway.
Fine, I'll put the horse back. There.
We need to put a little safety fence so the horses don't run into the light poles.
No, that'd be the
And
best part.
then-
But everything on
I
the
don't know
inside,
what-
that's good to cut, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if that all looks good to you, I'll pull out of here and get out of your hair.
Take us up.
Appreciate you.
I can mow at 15 miles an hour.
On a telehandler. That's
Under,
amazing.
actually, it's 14. 14 mile an hour with a telehandler. This thing just became the Swiss Army knife of this place.
It really is, though.
All right, I know what my next Bucked Up hay purchase is.
The lime green machine.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad I'm ruining all of Jake's hard work on tilling up the ground. He'll be fine with it. I think we might tune ourselves into 3800 the buck and get some wild, wacky music playing while we go round and around and around. Let's rock while we're rolling.
I heard you moved out to South Carolina just like you always said we would. And packed your bags in that old 4Runner that I bought you when things were good. I'm glad to see the stop sign didn't hit you, bring you back to your senses. Oh, it waved you gone goodbye. Yeah, it waved you gone goodbye. I heard you found yourself a brand new man, put a rock on your finger and he vowed you a second chance. Built a house right by the coast, that ocean view is beautiful, but baby, I just want you to know, he don't know you like I did. Money talks, but I ain't buying. 'Cause love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. One second it's a blessing and the next it's already gone. I'm broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson that I'm pouring out in this song. Oh, 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 oh. You don't wanna fall in love. Oh, 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 oh. You don't wanna fall in love.
Finally finishing this thing up. Don't mind the money up in the top right. Giants makes it where it costs $500,000 to install a fence line. These boys are hard at work. I'm gonna grab the tedder rake. We had to pull in one windrow on the outside to get all the fence posts, but it is time to start making some hay bales. And I love this thing for being able to turn really sharp, but sometimes it is a bit of a pain. Fantastic. To save ourselves from the tax that Nate had to pay, I will want to make sure we can maintenance this. because that is going to be crucial when we are mowing, when we are working. We do not want to have to suffer the power loss that is going to happen when the service bar goes down. I would imagine that the drying process is not going to take a whole lot amount of time, but I also could be very wrong. If one of these guys would be able to help me, that would help speed this up by a mother load, and then I can just run back and grab the baler once I'm done drying. Question.
What?
Would
Answer.
one of you guys be able to almost follow behind me with that rake once I get a lap around, speed up the process, and I can just grab the baler and start rolling?
Yeah, one of us could do that, yeah.
Anybody that wants to comment on the fence?
It looks good, Jake.
You did a good job, bud.
Oh,
Nate, I know you did absolutely nothing to help with it, so it sucks on your end.
Oh, come here. Let's fight. I'm gonna fight you. Fisticuffs. Me versus you.
and then boys, whenever we have the money to pay an electrician to come out here and install some more lights facing inward, we will. But that's probably a lot of money, so we'll wait.
Can you not drive so close to the fence there, bud?
Dude, it throws the grass that far. I'm sitting way over.
Listen, just stay as far over as you can.
I'm trying.
The amount of moving my guy does for how slow we move this wheelbarrow is strange. He puts in a lot of effort for not a lot of result.
He's got to get the whole sheboing in there.
Well, we should bring it now.
The whole sheboing.
Hey, we ain't in Michigan, boys. We in Arkansas.
No, we're in Iowa.
Don't pull a Grant on me.
But I wanted to be Chicken Joe from Sheboygan.
I thought that's how you get successful, is just call every map Iowa.
We should be calling every map South Dakota. Have you looked at the Google Trends? South Dakota is always the state most interested in farm sim.
All right, that's it. I'm moving my old school series.
Yep, South Dakota farming. I don't know why we haven't done it.
Nothing more original than looking out in your field to see a telehandler pulling a tedder with a international pulling a rake right behind him.
I gotta ask you this, Buck. How do you get so many views just putting the same, like, just hey all the time? Like, I find it so funny. Like, all you do is hey.
That's the magic. I know how to make it interesting. I also talk to my audience. I break the fourth wall a lot. Bring up old reference points, ask questions.
Welcome to Scream Can Design 101. Scream Can Design is a waste of a monster's potential. Open your textbooks to page 46.
You'll now learn the rich history of screen cam design. I haven't seen Monsters University in a while. I had to laugh the other day. I was talking to Austin, and my money, after doing all of the servicing, left me at $3,800, and I was telling him about it. I'm like, that's actually a really great radio station. He just started laughing. He's like, no free promos.
Can I pick up the power washer with the forklifts? Has anyone tried that yet?
I don't think so, but you know what I just thought of, and it'd be kind of funny? I
What?
wonder if you have the ability to hook that Bobcat up to the baler and bale with it.
How much horsepower does that Bobcat have?
Oh, it does not have nearly enough, but I'm just curious if it would.
Does it have a PTO on the back?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it would. Just go grab the baler and see if it'll do it, because I'm going to need to use it anyway once it gets over here.
Okay. I'll stop racing my power washer. I am not capable of starting the round baler with the Bobcat. Oh, I am capable of running the hydraulics. We have a strange assortment of tools on this farm, don't we?
It's Buch'd Up Stables.
It is Buch'd Up Stables.
If I ever owned a business, this is how it would look. Nothing would look practical.
I'm not gonna lie though, that telehandler strangely is very practical.
I'm about to say, I didn't say it. The telehandler is the most practical thing on the farm.
And yet, I'm like the only one that's actually been driving it.
Yeah.
Because Nate, you've used it maybe, what, once?
I only remember using it once.
Do we have a seeder, boys?
Grass seeder?
Yeah.
No, just get the fancy roller with the seeder on it.
Okay.
Okay, everything has been dried. Let's go grab the baler and make some round bales. I'm making 180s, boys. That's what I do best.
And that baler even do a 180?
Yeah.
So $21,000 is what that roller plus seeder combo would run us if we wanted to do that.
I think with the amount of money we'd save on fertilizer alone, it'd be a great idea. Because even if we do the quote-unquote other crops, well, maybe not, because it's got the roller on it. I was like, we could just technically save on the weeding, because it's got the weeder for it.
You don't you don't weed grass.
I should be able to pull it back with a truck. Yeah?
Yeah, it's just a regular drawbar.
Okay.
Place your bets, everybody. How many bales do you think we're gonna get? I predicted somewhere around 30.
I'm going to say 26.
19.
Right.
All right.
30,
Right,
26,
right,
and 19. Closest one does not have to do the stupidest job for the rest of the month.
Whoever is the furthest off has to harvest the taters.
I at least get to borrow the equipment, right? At some point, we need to get one of those Farm King rakes. That way it can do the grass and the raking at the same time. Sell these suckers off, spend 20 grand, and get it all done at once.
Yes.
That actually is not the worst idea.
Only thing is that we got both of these two pieces of equipment for cheaper than what it would be to cost that rake, and we bought it new. So hopefully one pops up in the used. Boys, we might have forgot about one thing. The brown balers have the net. And if I'm lucky, my data shows we can get 80 round bales of a full set of 2 rolls. I don't know if that's the case for this baler, because that's the big Vermeer.
I guess we'll see, because this does 180s.
Yes, I can get 80 180 centimeter bales with the Vermeer round baler. This one, I would suspect it could get close to that, but we're going to get this whole field. But just for going ahead, we're going to need to prep for that.
They come up for sale in groups of like 4 pallets or so for super cheap. So I'll try to keep an eye out. That's what I did, you know, in my, and I play this video game where I run a co-op.
Wait, hang on, is this the one where that one guy is like monopolizing all the hay ground?
Yeah, that's what you've
Yo,
heard
I watched
about.
the same thing. Wait, are you the guy who runs the co-op?
Are you the guy doing hay
Maybe.
and moo-moos and cheese? Don't forget
Yes.
the cheese.
Wait a minute, so that means we got the bum guy who decides to not pay the co-op dude every time in here?
Listen, he pays. It just takes a little bit of time, okay? He does pay. Eventually.
Being in the horse business and hearing the sentence, hey, I pay. It's just sometimes a little late, but I pay. That's pretty accurate. He belongs in this business. You know what's really convenient, Buck? While you're baling, if there's a bale that's in your way, you can pick that sucker up and move it right away.
Again, some more solidifying that this is the best piece of
It's sad. Why is this thing so good?
the most... Oh, Jake, did you happen to hear that I got on the mod hub?
Yeah, the skids. By the way, that ended up on formal mods as well. But yes.
Bro, you remember when I made that? I literally took the step off of a 4440's front end. I made the plate from a thing in FS17, and I slapped the frickin' plate off the side of some Ford.
Hey, all I know is it's Giants approved.
It is. It's my first ever console mod not done by me.
You have the credits on it still.
I do. My name's in the mod hub. I rule the world. I have officially made it. I think if this was actual grass ground where you could fertilize it, this would easily get closer to 30, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be somewhere in the 22 to 25 range.
You know what my follow-up question is going to be, right?
How are we going to load them?
No. Do you want to make it grass ground? I only say this because he's literally planting right now, and we would just have to rip up this area that you've already mowed.
To a point, yeah, we could. Thing is, how many bales do you think we're going to need throughout a season? Because we already have a bunch of bales.
Well,
there's no way we're going to go through that
we
many.
We go through a lot of bales.
We could also sell some.
Right.
That is true.
I mean,
we can
Yeah,
sell
just
some
rip it
on
up. Rip it up.
I was about to say,
There you go,
'cause
Jake. There's something to do. Except we don't have a tractor, so you don't have anything to do.
No. I'll get it.
You'll get it?
Uh-huh.
Are you going to pull it with Bobcat?
Please attach it to
Nate's
Buck's
going to
truck.
get mad at me for...
He can't because it doesn't have the hydraulics.
Does it not work? Hydraulics don't work?
No, boys, you're forgetting. As long as I have enough power, which it probably doesn't, the Bobcat can run the hydraulics. Want to see how
I'm not
poorly
going to
this
lie.
works?
I'm going to take a picture for my thumbnail of everything that we have going on the configurations. The grass roller on the back of the International, the baler on this, and then the cultivator on the Bobcat.
There's no way this is going to work. I don't even have it in the ground yet, and I can't seem to pull this. Oh, no. Actually, it's going to work.
You're kidding, right?
No. It works great, actually.
Oh, for crying out loud.
So I'm ripping this up, right?
Yes.
And you know what? I also have forks on the front if a bale gets in my way.
I give up at this point. Did we just buy the 2 most practical things for the farm? That's it. We're having a farm of telehandlers. That is it. I am starting a telehandler farm. It is the only piece of machinery I will own.
I don't know, because this was working well originally, until I started to rip up actual grass, and then it really slowed down. On plowed ground it works, but they don't work the best on...
Well, I'm on the second to last pass anyway, if you want to use this thing.
Telehandler baling, we got a little bobcat cultivating, and then we have the actual tractor on a roller. It's not even rolling, it's seeding.
Nate's doing the only slightly logical thing here. All right, boys, take a guess. What do you think the final number is going to be? Because this will be the last bale. I'm not emptying out a half-size one.
19. I don't know. I stick with my original number.
That was bale number 20.
Oh.
Nate, you were the closest, which means I have to go do potatoes. Son of a... Do you want this, Jake?
Yeah, probably at this point.
Nerds.
Nerd.
Loser. Buck, why don't you, if you can, go talk to them boys on the other side of the river about boarding for some Eastern sports, see what they're going to charge for us, and get back to us on that.
Anything in particular you want to tell them, or you want me to tell them, like, offer-wise?
Mainly just want to know what their rate is to board and train over there.
Sounds good.
That way we can get them off of our roster over here, and we don't have to deal with them as much, because we're going to get a lot more horses, and it's going to get too much for us to handle.
Yep, I'll definitely go take care of that. Sounds good. See you, bud.
All right.
Well, I think that is probably going to do it for this episode. Probably going to be a little bit of a shorter one, but that's all right. As the horse farm playlist grows, be sure to check out the playlist in the top right-hand corner of your screen. I got to go, of course, talk about the equestrian on the south side of the map. Always remember to keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh, and most importantly, keep it fun. We shall see you guys all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace.